and just get started. So the topic I was asked to discuss today is Success Club. And I know it is the end of September, so we're all feeling this stress and feeling, that it's time to hustle. And, one of the reasons why I was asked to talk on this topic is because I've successfully hit Success Club for 12 months. And, thanks, man. Okay, no, but really, it was funny when Sam asked me to talk about this. I was like, I really don't know that I have any like secret sauce to share, or that like there's anything, in a row, consecutively, woohoo. And I think the truth behind why I've hit Success Club, since I started, was because number one, I felt like I had to prove something for myself and for Ryan, because this was something new, and this was something that he didn't fully understand, and nor did I fully understand. But I believed in the product, I believed in my results, and I believed in the example that Sam was leading. And it's been for the past month, I've been really looking back and seeing our journey from when we first started as a small little team of 3 in Dynasty. And the big thing that I think sets us apart from other teams is the fact that we built this from pretty much scratch. And I think that is so powerful, and I think that is something to be celebrated. And for a long time, it was something that I would look at and be like, oh, woe is me. I don't have I don't have an Elizabeth Hart key to just ask the big questions to. But I think for a lot of you guys, you're all new coaches, and you're looking at Sam, myself, or Danielle, and you're like, oh my goodness, hitting Success Club for 12 months is crazy. It's not normal. It's like it's not something I can achieve. But the truth is, I didn't know that I never thought Success Club was hard. I never thought that Success Club was something I couldn't attain. I always believed that it was something because, number one, I knew it was important. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like break down. That was like my little spiel, my little story. But I want to break Success Club down for you guys, because right now I can probably guarantee that a lot of you feel like it's a bummer, like it's something that like it's painful and it's maddening, and it's like, I'm not hitting it. I'm at Success Club 2, I'm at 0, I'm at 4, I'm stuck. What do I do? I'm running around in circles. And the number one thing is, like, we desperately need to remember that it is not about the number. Success Club 5 is something Beachbody gave us to strive for, gave us to celebrate, gave us something to want. But if you break it down, we're getting P90X. If you guys all have on demand already, so you're really not getting something you don't already have. So first, you need to take that away. You need to remember that it's the people. So the purpose of hitting Success Club is helping 3 people. That's it. Every month, 3 people. And at the end of the day, if you want to become a coach that leads a team, I'm going to mute you guys because I hear some echo sound. If you haven't muted yourself, do so. Okay. So where was I? It's about the people. And it's about 3 people every month. And if you want to become a coach that has a team, you need to have discount coaches. You need to be helping 3 people a month, so that in a way, if you're an Emerald, it's safe, it's protected, but also so that you have a arsenal of testimonials for on days when you're like getting no's. Every time you ask someone and they say no, you're not like, there's something wrong with me. There must be something wrong with the product. You get so stuck in your head. You can look at those testimonials. You can look at those pictures from people in your challenge group and be like, this is why I'm doing it. I may have a challenge group of 2 people, but those 2 people, I am working my butt off to lead them, to coach them, not cheer them on, but to coach them on this journey. Okay. You guys all know I get on these like soapboxes, but I really want to give you some tangible tools to finish this month strong. We have 9 days, and that is literally plenty of time. I hit like, what was it, Success Club 12 one month because I needed to get to this like party at Summit. I hit it on the last day. Like literally, Danielle and I were talking, FaceTiming each other and chatting up people, and it was amazing. So 9 days, man, that's like a decade, okay? So the first thing, you need to get back to the basics. You need to make sure that every single day you are in the 3 vital behaviors. I know we say it all the time, but that's the truth. When Danielle, Sam, and I started, that's all we knew. All we knew is what we learned in our Coach Basics class. They said 3 vital behaviors, so we did it. We found books, we shared quotes, we did our workouts together, we drank our Shakeology, and we talked to people. I know that can be scary for you guys, but it really shouldn't be. I mean, if you really believe in this business and you believe in the results that you found and the friends that you've made and the accountability groups you've been a part of, then talking to people about it really shouldn't be hard. The only thing that makes that difficult is you. So you need to, number one, get out of yourself. You need to write the 3 vital behaviors down, write it on a piece of paper, check it off every single day. Simple. That's it. And then you need to be posting every single day. If today you didn't post something, there's a problem. And I think that goes back to your personal development. The reason why you're posting something is because you don't believe you have something to share. You need to be in personal development because you have so much to share. I could literally go down the list of every person here and give you something to share. I'm not going to do it because that's a waste of my time, but you all have a story. You all have a beautiful, beautiful purpose. And, if all you're sharing are Shakeology pictures, you are holding back and you're not giving people what they deserve from you. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, Noelle, you're a writer. It's not hard for you to share things." Dude, sometimes I like shut my computer down. I literally deleted Facebook and Instagram off of my phone for hours just so I wouldn't see things. I mean, I'm just as terrified as you are, but at the end of the day, every time I share something that's scary or like that I don't believe is good, well, I think it's good, but something that is somehow attached to me, I know at the end of the day, something positive is going to happen from it. So stop holding yourself back. The other thing too is, I was talking to Sam about this. With Success Club, it's really easy to start thinking that from all the people you're talking to, there's no one left. And the truth is, there are so many people out there, so many people who aren't even on your radar who are watching. They may not be liking your Facebook stuff or their Instagram stuff, so you don't know. But that's where consistency is key. So write these things down. Go back to the basics, your 3 vital behaviors. Make sure you're posting consistently. And remember why you're here. So if you want to be a coach you guys are writing messages. I'm like, just kind of ignoring them. Sorry. Abundance mentality. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. You guys are following. Cool. You need to write down why you're here, because you don't need to feel bad if you want to be a coach who wants to, pay for your Shakeology. If you want to be someone who wants to run with this business, if you want to be out of your job because, whatever reason, and you want to make Beachbody your business, your actions are going to reflect your desires. So don't feel bad if, my desire is, number one, I don't ever want to go back to work. That is one of my biggest things. I want to build something for my house. So having another job is not an option. Therefore, my actions are reflecting that desire. If you love your job and you just want to do this on the side, that's also amazing, but don't start comparing my why to your why and start thinking, well, I can't hit the goals that Noelle has. Dude, you shouldn't. They're my goals. They're not your goals. Live your life passionately with what you want. And if it helps, talk to your coach about it, because I promise you it'll help her know how to help you. Okay, so I know I told you I'm going to give you some specifics, but I think if you haven't caught on, there really aren't, and there's no secret sauce. It's truly the basics, posting consistently, and believing in yourself, believing that you have something to give. Because the moment you stop believing, you stop working, you stop helping people, you stop reaching out, and no wonder you're not hitting Success Club. I, from the beginning, said I'm hitting Success Club 5 every month. I didn't even think about 10. 10 freaked me out. I was like, 5 people? That's crazy. And I can tell you, Success Club 10 became a goal of mine midway through my coaching journey, and then I started working on Ryan's account, so it's not as big of a dream for me right now. But if you want to hit Success Club 5, you need to be thinking higher. You need to be thinking Success Club 7, Success Club 8, because the number one thing I've noticed, that I noticed myself from where I am now, is when I hit Success Club 5, I stopped. I stopped all work. I literally closed the books, vegged out on TV, did nothing in the business. And that hurt me. It hurt me for the next month. And what I'm trying to say is everything that you're doing today is going to affect October. It's going to affect November, because a lot of the people that you're reaching out to will not say no today. They're not going to say yes today. They will probably be saying no because they need to believe that this is something that's real. This isn't just a hobby for you. They need to believe that they can trust in you. So you're going to talk to them. They're going to watch what you're doing. You're going to keep talking to them. And this is where this next tip, this is actually something tangible that I actually want all of you guys to start doing, this is where you need to start posting through objections. I was watching a call on Success Club with Bonnie Engel, and she talks about how she does her social media. Bonnie Engel is a top Beachbody coach. She says that on her Facebook, it answers all of the objections that she gets from people. So if someone says, "Oh, I'm worried that Shakeology is not going to keep me full, so I don't think I want to use it," I can bet your bottom dollar that she has a post on her Facebook the next day or later that week about how her Shakeology keeps her full. She's not just sharing stock pictures of Shakeology. She's actually sharing how it's impacting her life and how all of those people who have these preconceived notions are wrong, because how can they know her journey if she doesn't share it? So this is something I challenge all of you to do. Write down objections that you keep hearing over and over again. Money, time, fullness, cost. I said that already. Whatever the objections are, write them down and start posting through them. Start creating posts that overcome those objections. Because what we all want is we want people to start reaching out to us randomly. We want people to see our call to action and be like, "I'm in. I want to be in your group, Noelle. You're so cool and awesome." That's what we want, and we don't all get that much. When we do, we start running around the room screaming of excitement. But coaches like Bonnie Engel, they get that all the time because they built something. They are consistent. So again, there comes the consistency. Oh, a baby's noise. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, it's Aaron. Hey, I'm going to mute you, okay? So cute. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me want a kid. But I don't yet. I'll babysit maybe. So again, consistency. Do it. If you're not posting every day, this is stuff that you can start posting about. All the things that, you're saying, "Oh, people say like it's too expensive." You know what? Start showing how you're making Shakeology fit your budget, because we all have a budget. We all have expenses. We all have debts to pay, cars to buy, clothes to wear, everything. We all have it. And yet we're all here drinking Shakeology and doing these workouts. So what are we doing to make it happen? Another thing that I've started doing is getting people on the phone. This is where I'm saying going back to the basics. Something that Rachel actually told me. She was like, "Well, like people really like it when you talk and, they can connect to you." She doesn't sound like that. She actually has a really cool, like, deep, sensual voice. I love it. Yeah. But it reminded me, well, I've been hiding behind my computer, and of course, I can write a novel, and people might read it, but people connect to you. They connect to your story, and they connect to your voice, and even your eye contact. If you are a person who does so well in front of people, or, like, you know, can make your best friend buy that ice cream cone that she's, you know, even if she's lactose intolerant, go out and get her the ice cream cone and talk to her about your experience, you know? Stop hiding behind the computer. If that's not your niche, get out. Also, go for no. I know that this is a scary place, but the truth is, the more no's you're getting, the closer you're getting to a yes. So if I were to ask, say, Megan here, you know, all your conversations, how are they going? Oh, I'm getting a ton of no's. Oh, I'm so discouraged and frustrated. That's a moment you should be celebrating. If you're getting a ton of no's, you're doing something right. So go for no. I already talked about consistency. I'm going to say it again. Be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. And then also, I mean, we're all at this point too where, man, we've talked to so many people. Some people haven't responded. Some people are saying no. Some people are saying maybe. Create a list of those people who, number one, aren't responding. Number two, are saying no. Number three, say maybe. And follow up with them. Because I know that Danielle is a really great example of this. She talks about this with me all the time. That a lot of people that you reach out to, number one, aren't ready, but they're watching. I mean, is Claire on this call? I don't know if Claire's on this call. She's a perfect example. Danielle was relentless with her. Not in a freaky, pushy way, but in a way that she believed that she could help this girl, that she wasn't going to let her go just because she said no. And now she's on her team. She's killing it. She's amazing. She's a success starter. I mean, come on. She's a gold star. So don't be afraid to message people again. If someone hasn't responded to you, number one, it doesn't mean they hate you. It probably means that they do not use Facebook Messenger. So the next time they actually respond, they'll probably say, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this message for like 3 months. I'm so sorry. Get on the phone with them. Get their cell phone. Start texting. Okay? Don't be afraid, because if they haven't deleted you off Facebook yet, you're still their friend. So just wait until they're deleted, and then you'll be like, okay, she doesn't like me. No big deal. And the last thing I have to reiterate, and I know I'm talking for hours, so I'm going to stop after this, is the thing that's holding you back are objections. And the only way that you can overcome objections is, number one, to study them. So post through them, research them, look at coach calls, do whatever you can to find examples on how to overcome them. Danielle and I made this great document that's in the Globe resources. With some sample conversations, if you want to look at that, please do. It really helps us, so we think it'll help you. But you have to be confident. You literally have to fake it until you make it. I mean, Sam, Danielle, Nicole, all of us, we're not these crazy people with this amazing sense of confidence and courage. We literally fake it half the time. And when it works, it's amazing and we get a little boost of confidence. But the thing is that people on the other side of the screen desperately want to be heard, and they needed a solution. And even if that solution is just you listening to them, talk about their struggles, that matters. Being a part, opening yourself up to someone and being there, that person very well could come back to you 2 months later and be like, hey, I'm ready. Hey, I've been watching your journey, and we talked about this a few months ago. I'm saving some money. I want to do this with you. I can tell you that's happened to me so many times. Even some of my coaches are some of those stories. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I don't have any specific, you need to talk to 2 people today. You need to talk to 3 people today. Because you already know that. We've already told you that. The truth with Success Club is believing that you're going to do it. And believing that the things that we've taught you already are true. And that we're not just saying, oh, do the 3 vital behaviors because that's what Carl Deichler said. It's literally because it works. So post every day, do the 3 vital behaviors, and have confidence. That's really all I have. I had a non-challenger come up and ask me about binge eating. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what we're here for. Now I want to open this up for questions because maybe that'll help make sure. Does any of this make sense? Someone just start talking.
Okay, I have a question. I always do.
Yeah, I like it.
So it has to do with the 3 vital behaviors, because invite, I think, is the one that is definitely one of the most challenging, because there's a difference between forming and inviting people. So I know that originally when people start up, you say, okay, invite 3 people a day. Well, or maybe it's form with 3 people a day. I guess what's the distinction? Really, how many people are you actually inviting a day versus forming with a day?
That's good. Okay, so for me, when I first started, I was talking to 3 to 5 people every day. And back then, I didn't know the difference between starting a new conversation and following up. So I would literally be talking to people all day, every day. I was slightly desperate, and Ryan hated me for it. I'm not kidding. He literally several times wanted to break my phone. And so what happened is that's when that breakdown, getting a BAT, getting some sort of tracking system is super important, because what I found was I would talk to 5 people a day. I would do 15 minutes worth of follow-up. So it would be 10 minutes of talking to new people, literally only messaging people until my 10 minutes was up, 15 minutes of responding. If I didn't get through all of the people, I would stop. And then 5 new friend requests. Something funny, I am using my yearbook right now, college yearbook, to friend people. Not kidding. Ryan was like, well, why is this out? Yeah. So I haven't finished. I haven't gone through my network yet, obviously. Yeah. Danielle gave me that idea. But the thing, though, Kelly, is you have to find what works for you and a place where you can manage it. If doing a follow-up for 15 minutes creates stress for you, then give yourself a number of, okay, I can handle responding to 10 people a day. I can handle that. But let me be specific and say that make it 15. If you think you can handle 10, make it 15. Do whatever it takes to get yourself a little bit further. Does that help? And then also I was going to say something about inviting. Inviting people is different every time with the person. I'll explain. If I were talking to one of my best friends, I would say, girl, you need to get on this group with me because I know it'll work. Let's do this. But if I were talking to a stranger or like my old college roommate, Jordan, I would be a little bit more gentle with that. It comes down to finding what she needs, finding how you can help her, getting that form in that direction of trust being built, because that's the core of it all. You need to have some sort of foundation in order for someone to be like, oh, Noelle's really isn't just inviting me for a number. She's inviting me because she wants me to be a part of this with her, and I believe that she'll help me. So, anyone else want to add?
Can I jump in real quick? I was just going to say this is something that I struggle with sometimes, because I can see when I'm not inviting, like it shows in my numbers. And sometimes it's hard because it's like you feel like you're forming and getting to know people, and you're like, but when do I invite? Like when does it come up? And I think it's really important, like Noelle's saying, you can't do the forms and the friend requests or you can't do the invites without the forms and the friend requests and the follow-ups. You need all of them to work cohesively together. So you always have people on that list that you want to invite to your challenge group, because you've already been talking to them for a month. But if you don't know their background, you're not just going to be like, hey, Noelle, want to join my challenge group? Like, you need to kind of build that relationship first, if that makes sense.
But something, too, to add to that is you should not be talking to a person for 4 months without inviting. Once you get through family, occupation, marriage, recreation, and that's when you get to the message. So that might mean 3 days. You really shouldn't be, when you start feeling tired in a conversation, that's a red flag that, whoa, what is the purpose of this conversation? Why are we still talking about this dog? Like, you need to, if you haven't talked to if that person doesn't know what you do, the moment they ask you, hey, what do you do? That's an open door. You need to be looking for open doors, because I spent way too long on conversations with people. And I mean, literally a few months ago, I went back and I was like, why am I talking to this person for 6 months and I haven't even told them anything about Beachbody? Like, that's stupid. That's like, why was I talking to them in the first place? Because I want them to get a taste of our awesome team, and I want them to be a part of something. Anyone else have questions?
I have a question about the friend requesting. Before you started using your college yearbook, what are some other sources of finding new friends on
How many
Facebook?
friends do you have right now, Caitlin, on your Facebook?
900 something.
Okay, so when you get to about 1,300 people, I feel like that's when it's time for you to get creative. Have you gone through that's when you need to start thinking outside the box? Because, I mean, you went to college, right?
Yeah.
And you went to high school,
Mm-hmm.
and you went to middle school, and you went to elementary school. Did you go to church?
Yeah.
Did you go to any sports events?
Yeah, I was on a swim team, a few swim teams actually.
So are you friends with every single person? Are you friends with, like, pretty much every single person you know from all of those?
I'm sure I'm not, no.
So what I would do is I would literally start looking at friends of friends, and be like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person. Why am I not friends with them? And for me, I did not friend request boys because that's not my niche. But some friends that, I would friend some people's girlfriends, and some, you just got to start thinking about your networks. Write a list down and start thinking, okay, today I'm going to focus on just 3 people from my church group, or just 3 people from my, college.
Okay, that
How we
helps.
do that. Anyone else? Is this helpful? Is there anything that you want me to clarify that I was maybe talking too fast or over? We have 10 minutes. Rachel, say something. I'm looking at you.
I can say something to Caitlin about what I do. Actually, it's exactly what Sam posted. What I've been doing, because I felt like I was really running out of people to reach out to, but I try to friend 10 people a day, and I'll make a list in my little notebook of all those people. But I've gone to my boyfriend's page, my brother's page, my sister's page, my best friend's page, and I've just gone to their friends and then people you may know, like Sam said, and gone through. And some people I'll be like, oh, I can't believe I wasn't friends with them. Other people, it's well, I knew of them, but I wasn't friends with them. But if I have more than 40 friends in common, I'll usually add them regardless. Even if I'm maybe never going to talk to them, it's still expanding your network. So that's what I've been doing. Just go to friends pages and click people you may know, and you'll find a lot of people from there.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the idea of posting through your objections? Do you think that's something that would help? I see some head nods. Cool.
I also like that idea, going on that really quick, Noelle. I like that idea because also, I guess it would depend on the person that you're talking to, but you could always tag them back in that post, which would answer it, but it would also pop that post back up in the news feed. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but that's a way to revive an old post. I totally used Rachel Morris the other day to do that to mine. She was asking me about a thing, and I could have screenshotted it and sent it to her, but I tagged her in it instead, and then just revived this post from 3 months ago. So I like that idea, Noelle. I think that that's a good strategy in posting them on there. I'll throw in one more thing. I was on a call earlier today, and I loved this thing that they were talking about, where they said that Beachbody doesn't play favorites. And I loved that idea. Beachbody doesn't play favorites. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom of 10 kids or a newly graduated student or a military spouse or you work a full-time job. Literally, there's no mold to fit. Beachbody rewards hard work. End of story, period. There's nobody that can say that they're putting in the work, truly doing the 3 vital behaviors with consistency and putting in the work every single day and not where they want to be in their business or working towards it. And I think that that's a cool thing because there's so few things anymore that are fair, that don't play favorites, that aren't that you don't need something outside of what you already have. And last thing before I give it back to Noelle is mindset, I think, is everything. Literally, when I get in the mindset of there's no more people, I've already talked to everybody, there's too many coaches, I'm not good enough, nobody's going to sign up with me, I literally put myself into a hole and I can't get out of it. But when I believe in abundance and when I believe that what I'm putting out is enough, people come out of the woodwork. And it's almost freaky how much it happens. When Rob talks me off the ledge and tells me to get back into my abundance mindset, I almost always hit Success Club like the next day. So don't underestimate what your mindset's doing.
I completely agree. That's literally, it sounds super new agey, but what you believe you conceive. So if you believe that, oh, my posts suck, or like, no one wants to talk to me, or I just can't do it, I mean, you're totally setting yourself up to fail. But it's just as if you're talking to a kid and they're like, oh, I'm awful, I suck. I think you're going to do whatever you can to build them up. It's just, you need to treat yourself as that precious child that's stressing out about something, because you all, I could tell you, I could write so many amazing posts for all of you. And that's not because I'm special. It's because I see so much amazing in all of you, and I think the number one thing that's holding, if you're not at Success Club, the number one thing that's holding you back is you are letting other people's objections become your objections. So if you keep hearing over and over, cost, you're going to start believing, oh, there is something wrong with the cost. Well, hey, I can give you a discount. Your words are going to start, catering around those objections. You're going to start overcompensating. And the number one thing you have to do is educate yourself. Search how to overcome price objections Beachbody. Look at the documents we've given you, because like Sam said, we all start at zero. We all are selling the same challenge packs. We're all leading challenge groups. The difference though is some of us just have mastered certain objections. We have certain things that we do. I got a secret sauce thing to tell you. When I'm on the ledge of defeat, I talk to Danielle. I talk to Ryan. I talk it out because I know that if I stay within myself, I will struggle to get out of it and my business will suffer. So if it helps, find someone on this team, make a success partner happen, and get yourself out of that mentality. So I could keep talking. Anyone else want to say something?
Can I just say one more quick thing? I'm sorry. I just have to shout somebody out really quick, because one thing that I'm going to say is also what you did last month doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new coach or you've been a coach who's kind of been playing around with it, or you've been an all in and then all out and then all in. Because I have to say, Ashley Hawkins' posts are thebomb.com. Recently, she's been killing it in her posts. And I think everybody is nodding along because they can see that huge shift. And I think even her friends have seen it, because all these people are posting like, keep this positivity coming. And so I just have to shout her out really quick because she's killing it.
Can I tell you my posting motivation, where that's coming from?
Yes.
It's from church. It's from going to church, watching these services. Pastor Stephen Furtick, if y'all aren't familiar with Elevation, oh my gosh, y'all can watch it online. It is amazing. And if y'all are trying to look for personal development too, they have a ton of series on their websites that y'all can really immerse yourself in. It's so great. But that's that.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so we are winding down. So I hope you guys have caught the theme: consistency and mentality, and 3 vital behaviors. There's no secret sauce. Elevation Church, woo! Yeah. But really overcoming those objections, do it. Just do it. That's all I have to say. 2 more minutes. If you're feeling down, immerse yourself in PD. It works. That's Danielle's voice. Pastor Stephen Furtick is the bomb. He probably is. Yeah. But
Well, I just wanted to say that I have seen Noelle go from times where she really doubted herself to going all in and making it a non-negotiable. And it's a mindset shift. And if she can do it, there's no reason that any of you can't do it. So I just wanted to say how proud I am of you and how great a leader you've become.
Oh, you're such a good boyfriend. Yeah. But really, guys, you all can do it. I know you can. So hang in there and, do it. Just do it. Okay, that's it. Bye.